It's that time again, guys. It's powerboating fun in the Florida sun with members of the Florida Powerboat Club. Stu Jones, the president of Florida Powerboat Club, and our producer here, Ryan McCoy, in the Pompano Beach studio. And we are back to you now with the conclusion of the 2023 edition of the Key West Poker Run. Over 250 registered teams from all over the country and even a few other countries. Meanwhile, we're in Key West having some fun. We're out for the Saturday Fun Run. We've got some party action to show you and some awards. It's all right here. And before we get to it, let's thank our sponsors. Our presenting sponsor for the FPC 2023 series of events is Mercury Racing, celebrating 50 years of Wide Open. And by these sponsors, in alphabetical order, Big Thunder Marine, Blackwater Boats, Cigarette Racing Team, Concept Boats, Deep Impact Custom Boats, Doug Wright Power Boats, Fountain Power Boats, Midnight Express Boats, Nortec High Performance Boats, Performance Boat Center, Plantation Boat Mart, SD Marine Group Isla Morada, along with Statement Marine, our local performance boat builder from right here in the Tampa Bay area. And we know how much you guys love that offshore excitement. So we are offshore in Key West, heading out for the Saturday Fun Run, picking it up now with the helicopter coverage of all the boats coming and going. We try to identify everybody, but we got a big question mark on this Nortec 390 Sport. It's powered by Quad Mercury Racing 450Rs. No name on the boat, no decal on the boat, but a couple of fine-looking crew members riding along and having fun. So I vote keep it in the show, but let's find out who these guys are and get them registered for the next FPC run. And it is the continuing unidentified Nortec segment. This one, again, another Nortec 390 Sport, Quad Mercury Racing 450Rs. A little bit of a different look and different layout, but still has the double forward seating and the extended T-top. So they got all the good stuff on board this boat. I'd like to find out who this crew is so we can get them registered for the next Florida Powerboat Club event. So guys, if you want to chime in on the comments or send the club some information, just email me at stu@flpowerboat.com. Love to have you guys on board because we got a lot of Nortecs attending on every event. And it seems like birds of a feather, well, they flock together. That's what they're doing today. We're going to move up in the food chain, though, from a 390 up to a Nortec 450 Sport. This one powered by 5 Mercury Racing 400Rs. We do believe this boat is from Texas, but once again, no decals on the boat, so we cannot identify who the captain is. So let's hope we can get this team on the roster for the next poker run. Well, this team we can identify. It's David Levy from Louisiana here in this 35 statement team, Real Escape 2. They've been avid attendees with this poker run over the years. And we often see David and his crew up at the Emerald Coast event in the Florida Panhandle, a little closer to home for him coming from Louisiana. And of course, Statement, one of our sponsors, and one of the best showings for Statement on this event, 13 registered statements on the Key West Poker Run 2023 edition. Not a bad turnout for the St. Pete, Florida boat builder. And from his video bio, David mentioned a few names of his crew, including Chris Williams, Scott Arsenault, and Daryl Domingue, who are riding along today. Hope you guys are having a fun day. And this looks like a boatload of fun on board this 34-foot fountain. It's actually a 2021 34 LS model, Triple Mercury Racing 300Rs. Belongs to Ricardo Chavez, who's one of our very avid and loyal members from Orange Beach, Alabama. Therefore, he's been participating in that event every year since we started about 5 years ago. But they started making their way down to Key West a couple of years back, and they seem to be enjoying it and coming back year after year. I think the boat gets more full every time they come, but you're always going to see a fun team with Ricardo. They're a good group. They like to have a great time. Told us in their video bio they stayed at the Casa Marina this time, and they really, really liked it. And a very special welcome to Nick Hogan and his crew all the way from Ohio, attending their first Key West poker run in this Outer Limits 44 GTX Big Power Mercury Racing 1075s. They came a long way to be here. Nice to see this Outer Limits stayed in the club, formerly owned by who we called Bad Larry. So Nick, I guess you're going to get that handle of Bad Nick, okay? So enjoy yourself out there while you're being bad. And it's another statement contributing to that great turnout of 13 statements attending. This is Teddy Stigler from Ohio. I hope I didn't butcher your name, Ted. But I'm guessing that Teddy is probably friends with Nick Hogan because they're both running in the same waterways today, heading in the same direction, and they're both from Ohio. So once again, nice to see these teams that are sticking together and running with each other and giving us some great video footage here on this beautiful Saturday afternoon heading out to Woman Key. And for those who follow Statement, this 36 Cat is really what kicked off the Cat Line for Statement, but just around the corner, got a new model coming. Can't wait to see it at the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show in October. And for you guys who like outrageous horsepower, well, time, guys, for a moment of zen. Here you go. going to quiet down the noise now as we go to this outboard-powered 44 concept Isaac Burgos from Cape Coral area. Brand new boat, just took delivery, and oh, did they just deliver a towel to the ocean? I believe they did. Oh my goodness. And it's one more time with Pete Mazzo from New Jersey in this 42 MTI team. And no discipline. Pete's been an avid boater with the club for as long as I can remember, well over 2 decades. Always a big outer limits guy. But, you know, guys, as we get a little older, we get a little smarter. We like to have that cushion and that comfort of that big center console. This 42 MTI has given Pete and all his friends just a platform they need to come out and enjoy the poker run, ride around in style and comfort, and still have that reliable Mercury Racing outboard power. And it's time for the annual pilgrimage for Michael Lawrence and his crew in this Outer Limits 42. And this is a legacy model which was extremely popular in the club and around poker runs for many years when it came out, probably 2 decades ago. We still see a lot of them around. Obviously, Michael has gone out of his way to maintain this one beautifully. And a beautiful paint job, I'm guessing by the art of design. It was almost easy to mix up this 42 with another 46 Outer Limits owned by Todd Guthrie on the same run. And it's one more appearance from Daniel Cates and his crew all the way from Georgia in the brand new 2024 Renegade 38. A little bit of fun going on with this crew. I guess that's why the boat is called Team Naughty Naughty. Seems like the crew is trying to live up to that team name, and it seems to me like we're checking off all the boxes today, guys. This is the first Renegade that's powered by Mercury Racing 500s, a set of 3. Great running boat, but today Daniel has got the throttles pulled back just because it's important to enjoy the ride and give your crew a nice, smooth, fun ride out to Woman Key. Guys, I think the helicopter is going to sit right here for a little while and capture the true spirit of what the Key West Poker Run is to at least some of our teams. And it is the one and only Scout registered for the Key West Poker Run. This is Stephen Clark from Florida. It's a 42 Scout Team Viviamo. Looks like it's got some big Mercury power, quad 400 main lines. And you can just see what a wave-crushing machine this Scout is. Just look at the amazing flair of the bow and the high sides of the boat. The freeboard is amazing. That's why this crew is having such a great ride. Not to mention, this is one of the heaviest center consoles in its class. And it's Anthony Bertazzi from Virginia, also has a home in Fort Lauderdale. Team Eliza Jane is a Mystic 38 with Quad Mercury Racing 300Rs. And I think Anthony will admit that he finally threw in the towel on owning and running his 38-foot Cigarette Top Gun twin-step boat with 525s. It was a great running and a great-looking boat, but you know what? He's got a lot of friends, and it's time to move up and enjoy all the benefits of a center console. He keeps the boat in Pompano Beach at Boathouse Marina, not far from the FPC headquarters. Well, let's get back to the Poker Run Village, where Mercury Racing, our presenting sponsor, has a great display. We caught up with Nick, one of their key players who manages the propeller division.
Hey, this is Nick from Mercury Racing. We're here on the Mercury Racing show truck in sunny Key West, Florida, home of the Key West Poker Run, as well as the World Offshore Racing Championships. Next to me here is the 500R. We're happy to be showcasing this is our cutaway model, so you can see all the cool internals and the inner workings of this brand new engine for us. It's our 4.6 liter supercharged V8, putting out 500 horsepower, and there's plenty on display here for the Poker Run as well on many different boats. You know, I'm the performance propeller manager, and it's awesome to see all the different props down here on display and showcased, and we're also helping out a bunch of the different race teams and all the different classes as well with our Mercury Racing line of propellers. I also have the 400R here on display. It's our full Sportmaster model. Lots of those great engines on display. That's a new engine for this year as well. That's our naturally aspirated V10, putting out 400 horsepower for Mercury Racing as well.
And it was very nice to have Nick Peterson on site at the Mercury Racing display. I had all the Mercury executives there, but I want to just share with everybody that I recently visited Mercury Racing headquarters in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Got a chance to tour the entire facility. Sorry guys, no cameras allowed inside, but here's a shot of this cool factory that's been going for many, many years. Well guys, it's that time of the day again. I call it the magic hour, and I think photographers like to call it the same thing. That's when the sun comes down low, 3:30, 4 o'clock here in Key West this time of year. Best way to use up that great lighting is, of course, with a photo shoot of our FPC girls. This is the beautiful young Angel, her first appearance with the Florida Powerboat Club here in Key West. We've got Jerry shooting stills, and of course we've got Ryan shooting the video. Enjoy the segment, guys. We like to do this every day here in Key West. And of course the other featured guest in the shoot is none other than the Cigarette 52 Thunder, docked right here at the Conch Republic Seafood Company. Well, I guess it's three's a party. We've got the beautiful Miss Hannah on the left and Chase on the right in their black bikinis joining Angel. A nice way to finish off this absolutely beautiful Friday afternoon in Key West. And as the afternoon fades away to the evening, remember that every night here at the Poker Run Village is a festive evening. Of course, Thursday night was the body painting exposition. Friday night was a sponsor appreciation night with awards. And now we're up to Saturday night, and it's the big party for the FPC members. It's the Poker Run Party, including the playing out of all of the cards and all of the awards. You can see there's the list of prizes, first through fifth. A lot of great stuff thanks to our many sponsors, and the grand prize sponsor from SD Marine Group is going to be a golf cart, and our second grand prize sponsor is going to be Deep Impact Custom Boats for $5,000 in cash. Not a bad win if you've got the right cards. And let's talk about the poker cards briefly, just so everyone has an understanding of how we do it for the Key West Poker Run. System seems to be working pretty darn good, but we now this year had a massive tent where all of the teams could play out their cards on either Friday afternoon and evening or on Saturday afternoon and evening. Now when you have 270-ish Poker Run teams, that's the time you need to get everybody in to play their hands out. Remember now that everybody gets automatically 5 cards with their hand as soon as they show up to play, and we give out the bonus cards as well. So those are the cards you pick up at Grove Harbor Marina as well as the Marathon Yacht Stop. So 2 bonus cards on top of your 5 gives you 7 cards to play with. You can then, of course, buy extra cards at $20 each per card, up to 3 per hand, or you can start all over again with $100 going towards an additional new hand. So we had a lot of beautiful ladies inside the Poker Run tent managing all of the playing out of the hands. Do want to mention to everybody, we do monitor this tent closely with video surveillance, because apparently not everybody agrees to play fairly, and we have had some issues in the past. And I think the highlight for me as the club president is the Saturday night awards party, because we do call them the President's Choice Awards, and that's because I have a lot of say in terms of who wins these prizes. I take it very personally after 3 decades of running this event. We've got over 24 awards to give out tonight, so let's get to it. Starting off with the Best Stern Drive Catamaran Award, this went to Randy Cochran in Team Pure Badness, a 52-foot MTI with Mercury Racing 1550s. And this boat has an illustrious past with the club. It's actually been to the Key West Poker Run at least 3 times previously with the previous owners, but it's the first time for Randy and his crew here visiting from South Carolina. And one of our new center console category is Best Triple Engine Center Console. This one went to Daniel Cates with his brand new triple engine Renegade 38 all black Team Naughty Naughty. And you might remember this boat from about 10 minutes ago. Team Naughty Naughty put on a good show heading out to Woman Key. And the Best Quad Engine Center Console Award went to Brett Halper from New York. He's got a brand new Deep Impact 399 Team Resurrection. He wasn't here to accept the award, so Brianna Murray from Plantation Boat Mart came up to accept on his behalf. And the Best Quint Center Console. That's right, guys. We say the word Quint now. 5 Mercury Racing 500s on the Midnight Express 43 Solstice, the factory team. And from the factory, Eric Glazer, along with his lovely first mate, Hagen, his wife and mother of 2 children that they have. And yes, indeed, she is known as the Energizer Bunny, unofficially. And they have had a great run with that new 43. It made the Charleston Mercury Racing 500 factory launch back in June. The boat showed up there. They brought it up to the Emerald Coast Poker Run a couple of months later. And here it is now at the Key West Poker Run. And the Best Dressed Team once again, and I say that very proudly because he's earned this award many times in the past. Michael Tandoy from Rochester, New York, and Team Speed Racer. And if it wasn't his Speed Racer MTI that won this award in the past, it's also been his 46-foot skater, which is Team Out of Control. But either way, he's got a set of outfits for all the guys and for all the girls for both of his boats. So congratulations to Michael Tandoy. And one of my favorite awards every year is to the Best Team Name. That one went to Kurt Binkley from North Carolina. Team Fun Smuggler. She's a 35-foot Donzi. And a special shout out to Kurt for managing his own poker run in North Carolina in the summer months with the beneficiary as Addiction Awareness. I think it's a great cause. And the very coveted Most Enthusiastic Team Award went to Mark Palanshin and his crew from the Next Era Energy team, which was the big motor yacht that was on anchor and giving out the poker cards back on Thursday afternoon in Marathon. We came up to the back of the boat and to get our card, and you could just see the energy on the boat. An amazing spectator crew, a lot of fun people on board. They do it every year, so big shout out to Mark for showing up here year after year with a fun and energetic crew. And the King of the Raft Up, I think this is 2 years in a row now, went to SD Marine Group. And it was James Johnson from New Jersey winning the Most Outrageous Boat Award, 50-foot Nortec Cat with 4 Mercury Racing 1075s. It's truly a monster. I made the decision about this immediately when I saw the boat coming up for its first poker card at Grove Harbor on his first day of the run. And the Best Classic Boat Award, this one's getting to be very popular. And this time, I don't think we can have gone this far back. 1987 Sonic 30 went to Joe and Jennifer DeFusco from the Punta Gorda area in Florida, their very first Key West Poker Run event. Congratulations. And the Best Overall Poker Run boat went to Cigarette Racing Team for that magnificent brand new 52 Thunder model with Mercury Racing 500s. It was featured at the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show just a week earlier. Accepting for Cigarette is Kimberly Sewell. The Best Sound System Award, which is sponsored by JL Audio, went to Concept Boats. And there's Eric Avila on the left accepting for Concept, and it had to do with the 2 boats they had on display Both of them 4400 models, one belonging to Isaac Burgos, the other belonging to a new customer, and was piloted by Eric from the factory. And our only other propulsion sponsor is Ox Marine, and that is for their diesel outboards. And I want to thank Captain Brian Molinax for being our official safety boat. He has a 32-foot Metal Shark powered by Ox Marine diesel outboards, and was able to bring our medics on the trip each day, Wednesday and Thursday, for the run. And one of our newer awards, the best attendance record, goes to Michael Alexander, Team TJA Motorsports. He operates a 32-foot skater with triple Mercury Racing 300s. He's re-rigged the boat once since starting years ago, I believe back as far as about 2002 or 3. So we're talking about a guy who's been involved in the Key West run for almost 2 decades. And our next President's Choice Award is Member Appreciation. That goes to David Satcher from the Chicago area. Also has a home in Florida now. He's got more than 10 years of consecutive attendance here in Key West. Formerly in a Deep Impact 36, but more recently in this year, introduced his new 42 MTI. And the highly coveted Sexiest Crew Award for 2023 goes to Rhea Key Team Hammer Time. 399 Deep Impact. We've seen him here up on the podium before, not his first rodeo. Certainly not the first time that he has won this award. With his beautiful crew, everywhere they go, they put on a show. If it's not at Woman Key, it's right here at the docks of the Conch Republic Seafood Company when they showed off their new CO2 system, which was installed at the factory, making this truly a Deep Impact custom boat. And it's always honorable mention. We always carry 2 Sexiest Crew Awards. This one goes to Team Too Much Baby, 37-foot Midnight Express belonging to Michael Lacasse, who had a beautiful blonde crew on board for the poker run. And with all of the poker cards played out, it was time to honor our top winners. 5th place went to Mike and Holly Riggs from North Carolina with Team NSF, 38-foot Fountain Center Console. Congratulations to the Riggs. 4th place honors went to Michael Lawrence from Connecticut with his 42-foot Outer Limits Team Fubar. We saw this boat earlier in this episode. And it's a big congratulations to Ryan and Rachel Garnett from Texas. Team Flight 311, their 39-foot MTI Cat, which they've been campaigning all year long. Took delivery of the boat earlier this year. They've been on a lot of poker runs with the club. Of course, this Key West culminating a great 2023 season for the Texas couple. And as the stakes get higher, we're up to 2nd place with Kenny Armstrong from Texas, Team Phantom, 48-foot MTI, up on the stage with David and Karen Peterson from SD Marine Group on the left side of the stage. And they're up there to help present the 2 brand new Icon e-bikes from SD Marine. He also gets $3,000 cash, so not a bad haul here for winning 2nd place. And here's a guy who loves to win at the poker runs, and he's up there throwing the money on the table and buying those extra hands as much as he can. Brad Hancock takes the grand prize, winning the top money. That's $5,000, courtesy of Deep Impact Custom Boats, as well as a brand new golf cart from SD Marine Group. It was an Icon electric cart. In fact, we had it wrapped to match his Midnight Express. He was happy about that. The golf cart stays now at his home in Fort Lauderdale, and it turns out that these were great prizes. Everyone loved them, and we are looking forward to Key West 2024, where we'll have another great lineup of prizes for the top 5 winners. We had a fantastic time in Key West through Sunday, and of course the regular departure now beginning Monday morning. Some of the boats went home on Sunday, but we had a handful passing through here at mile marker 37. This is the Bahia Honda Bridge. And we had Tyler put up the drone for just a little bit as we rendezvoused with some of the boats coming in from the Key West and the offshore route. Now we're going to turn and go inside for the rest of the trip through the Upper Keys. We put the drone up for a few minutes just to get some of these boats that were riding along with us. It was a beautiful day riding back on Monday. I've always enjoyed this return trip on Monday because it's kind of casual. You don't have all the boats running with you, just small pockets of 5 or 6 boats at a time. Most of the boats returning stopped off, some of them at SD Marine Group to get fuel, while the rest, for the most part, stopped at Gilbert's. Remember now it's a Monday, so it's not quite so crazy out on the waterways, and it's easy to get into Gilbert's for lunch and fuel. But want to thank everybody, and of course our presenting sponsor, Mercury Racing, as we celebrate 50 years of Wide Open. And it goes without saying to thank all of our sponsors and then all of our participants, many whom traveled many hundreds of miles to join us, as well as all of our vendors and support staff. And from the Cigarette Flight 1130 Top Gun, powered by Mercury Racing, it's a farewell from the Key West crew. Guys, we'll see you on the next one. We ran out of time to give you the By the Numbers segment, but I feel that's important, so stick with us, and on an upcoming episode, we're going to reveal some facts and figures and some really outstanding numbers that showcase really all of the people that join us from all over the world. And we have the entire 2024 event series just around the corner. It's all right here on Florida Powerboat Club's YouTube channel, but you're going to miss it if you don't subscribe, guys. So hit that subscription button and click the notification bell so you'll get an update every time a new episode is released. Be sure to check out the website at flpowerboat.com for all of the details about upcoming poker run events, and as well as membership information. You can follow us on Facebook at Florida Powerboat Club and on these Instagram pages. Thanks to all of our viewers for your wonderful comments on our page, and you guys know who you are, and I really do appreciate that. But if you have questions or comments you want to direct to me specifically, please use my personal email at stu@flpowerboat.com. I check that daily, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. We're going to sign off for now. This is Stu Jones along with our producer Ryan McCoy in the Pompano Beach studio. Have fun out there, guys. Be safe on the waterways. Wear your life jackets when the time is right, and always respect your fellow boaters. Bye for now.